back to another episode of the Mind of the Marketer Live. Took a couple weeks off, was on vacation, got a little bit sick, but now your boy is back. And today we're going to be talking about something that will literally change the course of your business. If you're in the B2B space, if you are an agency, any type of business model that requires a good amount of convincing to a prospect before becoming a lead, this video is for you. The downside is that you're going to have to do a little bit of work. You're going to actually have to create a video. Now, a lot of you are like, oh, I don't do video. I'm busy. I'm not going to camera. I don't care. The written word has been commoditized by AI. If you're still trying to get clients by posting on LinkedIn, which is a freaking wasteland, or blogging, you're out of business and you just don't know it yet. You got to be able to create video. It's 2025, y'all. Get past your fears. You know, if you want to build a business, it's really the best and only way to market yourself and your business. So in this video, I want to give you is a step-by-step process to create what's called a video sales letter, a VSL. It is one of the oldest internet marketing tactics in the book. It's a 5 to 12 minute video that tackles a very specific problem that your prospect is having. It is by far and away the best way to take cold audiences, cold traffic, people that have no idea who you are, never seen you before, warm them up, and really have them become clients. I've been running this exact same funnel through this video for the better part of 10 years. I've made tens of millions of dollars off of just this, and I'm going to teach it to you for free in today's video. Now, of course, quick call to action. If you want this template that I'm going to provide to you, plus other video trainings that are going to teach you how to do this, join the Blueprint training. It's $199. This is what I'm teaching in real time to our students there. I'm teaching them how to get clients, teaching them how to build a business in 2025, despite all the craziness that's happening with AI, all the commoditization, all that type of stuff. Sorry, I meant to share my screen. Working on a new platform here. All right. So what you're looking at here, this is an SOP. As some of y'all know or don't know, I'm a big process nerd. Let me just get this right. Big process nerd. I'm a big believer in documenting things and whatnot. I don't know why this looks like this. Let me try this one here. Let's try this one. There we go. That's better. All right. So I'm going to walk you through this here, and I'm going to teach you exactly how you can build this. So if you have questions, please go ahead and drop them while I'm doing this. I do not mind stopping to answer your questions. I'm here for a healthy debate. Again, I'm going to teach you the far and away best way for any B2B business, but man, especially if you're an agency, this is the best way to generate leads right now in the future, build a moat around your business. So, all right, step one here is we have to ideate a topic for your VSL. Now, again, you need to go to the end result here. In other words, what does your core prospect care about the most? I'll give you an example. My agency, we work with law firms. What do law firms care about the most? They care about getting signed cases or leads, but more specifically, they care about qualified leads. That's what your VSL should be about. Another example, I run a company called the Blueprint Training. Inside of the Blueprint Training, we work with SEO agencies who are struggling to hit profit margins, who are struggling to replace themselves from the business. What should my VSL be about? Those topics. So we want to tackle the biggest problem that your customer is having. As you get better at this, you can build smaller VSLs that tackle smaller problems, micro problems, but you want to start with the big macro problem. And the beautiful thing about this, y'all, is that once you have this video done, you can put this on the homepage of your website. I've seen people who nail this VSL. Their entire website is just the VSL in the header with a form underneath that says get started. You don't need all this content and this and that. Like, the video is the content. It tells them everything that they need to know about you, but more specifically, because you're speaking about a problem that they have, you're going to offer a solution, and that solution is basically your service. I'm telling you, this crushes it. If you can get somebody to sit down and watch 5 to 10 minutes of a video and they don't want to work with you, there's a problem with your service or your offer. Trust me. So the first thing that we want to do is pick a topic. So there's 4 different kind of sub points that you can do there. You can do that by identifying what your core service is. Again, at our agency, we do PPC, paid search, and SEO. We call it blended search. That's kind of like the solution portion of it. You want to pinpoint your client's biggest challenge. Again, struggling to get consistent qualified leads for attorneys. That's what we do. You know, I just apply that to whatever industry you're working with. They're probably going to care about that the most. Frame your topic as a solution or a challenge. And you want to validate your topic, of course, through current clients or through market research. But you should know this if you're an agency, especially, and you don't know what your client's biggest problem is, then again, you're probably out of business already and you just don't know it. So again, this template here is built so you can just go through and fill it out. So the first step here is you come up with a VSL topic or angle. This is usually like the easiest. Just replace these brackets here. How to get your HVAC business, your law firm, your dentist, your e-commerce store, more of what they want, more qualified leads, sales in time frame, 90 days or less, 60 days or less, 30 days or less. You fill in this and you got a great VSL topic. That's all you need. Now, after that, the first thing that you want to do is you want to develop a hook. A hook is the opening sequence of the video, specifically like the first 10 to 30 seconds. It's the most powerful part of any video. If you were to look at data from any like YouTube video or any video, what you'll notice when it comes to watch time is that after the first couple seconds, it usually falls off a cliff. And that's because of bad hooks. Because if you are not hooking people for, with, again, like some sort of statement or some sort of context that's going to dangle the carrot to get them to watch more, they're never going to watch your full video. If they don't watch your full video, then this funnel won't work. So you can do that by shock and awe, right? And I like to use data in that sense. So like an example would be over 67% of law firms are wasting their marketing budget on tactics that haven't worked since 2021. If I'm a lawyer and I hear that, you got me, you hooked me, I'm going to listen to a little bit more. Again, you can highlight their specific problem a little bit more. The average law firm is spending $8,000 a month on marketing, but only converting 2 to 3 clients, right? Relate to their problem, drill into their problem a little bit more, connect them emotionally, tell a story. Last year, I worked with a family law attorney who was about to close his practice after 15 years because he couldn't compete with larger firms' marketing budgets. Again, relating to them. It's hearing a story that you probably heard multiple times before, and you're drawing them in. The thing is here, and this is one too, what I'm about to share helped this law firm double his caseload in 90 days without doubling his market spend. Again, you hear that, and even if they think you're full of shit, they're going to be like, all right, I'll listen to more. And that's all we want to do. We want to get them to listen to more and more and more and more, because the deeper that they get, the deeper that we're going to hook them, the more likely that they have that they're going to actually become a client. So again, in the side of this template here, you fill the topic and then you just fill out the hook. Pick the hook that you like. Now, again, if you want access to this template, it's inside the Blueprint training. I also give you like what actual VSLs look like, how to build a landing page, how to build the ad campaigns. Right now, I'm just showing you how to build the actual VSL. It's all inside of the blueprint.training. You can get access to it for less than $200. Step 3 is we want to agitate the problem. So state the problem, hook the problem, agitate the problem. And what we can do here in this, again, is just driving them to watch more and more and more. And by agitating it, we're engaging them more. We're almost like rage baiting them in a sense to get them to, again, watch more of the video. So there's a number of ways that we can do that. There's some examples in here just in terms of like every month without an optimized search strategy means leaving approximately $30,000 to $50,000 on the feed and tables. I'll just kind of give you the one that I use all the time when it comes to working with clients, which is you state the problem, which in hooks the problem having something to do with a lack of customer acquisition, right? So again, 60% of law firms are wasting their marketing budgets on tactics that haven't worked since 2021. Can agitate that by saying, on top of that, you've probably been through 3 agencies that have overpromised and underdelivered. You're paying way too much for ad spend. People are not using social media to find. We're kind of agitating by beating back other objections about other traffic sources or other tactics that ultimately, lead into what comes next, which is ultimately the solution. Well, first we have to establish credibility. So you see this all the time. Every video you watch, like Alex Hormozy does this all the time. He just states who he is, right? You just give a quick statement. So saying, here's the problem. I'm going to hook you with the problem. I'm going to agitate the problem. Now that I've got your attention, here's who I am and here's why you should listen to me. My name is Ryan Stewart. In the last 5 years, I've helped hundreds of law firms get more clients from Google. Most recently, we helped Keith and Laura 3 extra inbound leads inside cases by following the exact same strategy I'm going to present to you in this video, right? So again, hook with a problem, agitate the problem, introduce yourself for credibility, and then you're off and running. And this is the easiest part. You're just presenting your solution. Now, the solution is essentially your service, right? And this is why this works so well, because again, we're going after a macro problem that they have, a painful problem that they have. We're then giving them the answer to the test on there. And some of you might be like, well, I'm not going to show you how I do my service because then why would they need me? They need you because they're not going to do it themselves. And you need to do that because you need to break through all the noise out there. And this is the best way to do it. Show them everything. The VSLs that we run for our agency, I'm literally showing them our internal documents. I'm like, this is the exact SOP that my team uses to get you signed cases. I'm going to walk you through it and show you how we do it. How many attorneys do you think took that and used it themselves? Zero. We've had tens of thousands of people watch our VSL. What ends up happening is they watch it and they're like, wow, this is really good. This guy knows what he's talking about. I want to work with him. That's the whole goal of this, right? So we present the solution because ultimately, again, nobody wants to watch a video if you're just talking about their problems. You got to give them something. You got to give them the solution. So when we talk about how this breaks down, right? The hook is 30 seconds. The agitation is 30 seconds. You talking about yourself is 30 seconds. So that's 1 minute and 30. I said this video should be 5 to 12 minutes long. That means 5 to 8 minutes should be just on the solution. Now, again, we don't want to go too much into detail. You have to know your audience. My attorney clients don't really care that much how the sausage is made. They just want to know that I know how to make it and make it taste good. You know what I'm saying? So I do that by just showing specifically how it works. And something that I really like doing here too is just like covering your service through a case study that you've done, if you can do that, right? So for example, up here, I was talking about this law firm, Keith and Law Firm, that we're crushing it for, right? So what I do is I tell that story. Why do I tell that story? Because that lends even more credibility, because I see another law firm, which shows that, one, we know what we're doing, but two, we're successful in the space. And three, this is why people inside of the Blueprint Training are always like, hey, how do I get more case studies? I'm like, you don't need case studies. People don't read case studies. The only reason people read case studies is because they want to know that you know what you're talking about. This is a better way to prove that you know what you're talking about, right? So if you have the ability, if you've just one successful client or campaign that you've worked on, that you can show your solution through that lens, it's going to relate to them much better. And they're going to want to watch much more, and they're going to be much more susceptible to wanting to ultimately hire you. So essentially inside of our VSL, what I do, something like I show them our blended search method, our 3-pillar approach that integrates targeted PPC, SEO, and conversion optimization. And I'm going to walk you through exactly what we did to help Keith and Lorfing 3x their signed cases using this. Step 1, set up local service ads. Talk about that for 1 minute. Step 2, optimize their Google business profile. Step 3, generate reviews. Here's how we help generate reviews. Step 4, optimize the website, right? Step 5, set up PPC ads, right? And I just give like a 1 minute kind of summary of that, because again, they don't need too much information. They just want to see the process. They want to see that you have a plan, and they want to make sure that that plan works. So we're killing multiple birds with multiple stones. Leave me a comment if that makes sense to y'all here. So again, inside of this template, you write down what your solution is, write down what your process is. And then the final step here is we're just going to make our offer, right? So at the end of this, we just need to make sure that we're making a direct call to action. Now, again, inside of the Blueprint Training, I give you the exact landing page templates, the exact everything that you need to build this VSL on your own is inside of the Blueprint Training. Head over to the blueprint.training if you want access for less than $200. But every single one of these videos should end with a call to action, an offer. I simply say, this is a lot of work. We have a ton of track record of success doing this for other law firms just like yours. Hit the link below to book a time with me, and let's see if this is a good fit for you, right? Or we, make an offer for like a free analysis, or like a free, scorecard analysis, something like that, right? And we just end it with that. And then underneath the video, when they watch it, there's always a link to my Calendly form. And I just say, book a time, let's talk. You're going to talk directly to me. And that's the entire format here, right? So you follow these 6 steps, you got a VSL. Now. One of these live sessions wouldn't be complete if I didn't show you how to use AI to automate this for you here too. So what I love inside of the Blueprint Training program is I teach the foundation, because if you as a human don't understand how to build the house, you can't just hire a machine to do it, right? You got to understand how to build the house. I just taught you how to build the house. Now that you know how to build the house, we can use an AI prompt that I spent months and months and months developing here. This is a copy and paste solution where you just fill in your agency, your industry, your core offer, your audience, your solution results, your credibility, blah, 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 blah. And then you paste this into Claude or ChatGPT, and it's going to spit out a completely done for you VSL, completely done. It's amazing. I use it all the time. This prompt is amazing. But again, with anything with AI, if you don't know what you're looking at, then it's not going to work. So bomb me with questions, y'all. I'm here to answer questions. Floor asked 2 things here. He said, 1, relying on paid methods alone isn't scalable enough. I would disagree with you, Floor, heavily in 2 ways. 1, our agency is moving off of SEO fast. We're pretty much moving to become a paid media agency because it's faster and more reliable. And clients just want results. They don't want to hear that's going to take 12 months, or like, hey, it's working, you're getting more impressions. They don't care about that. And with this too, 95% of our views. Like, the good thing about this video, Floor, is you can take this video and you can use it on YouTube. Pretty much all my YouTube videos follow this format. But paid traffic drives 95% of views, and it's better because it's very targeted views too. We know exactly who we're getting in front of. You then said, how would you structure the marketing team to support both paid and organic growth? I'm not sure if you're talking about the agency side of you. I'm assuming that you are. So we just hire people to do it. You know, we have an SEO team, we have a PPC team. It's really that simple, man. PPC is easy to implement because you can just hire a contractor to do it for you. You can just subcontract the work with PPC. That's very, very easy to do. PPC is like the easiest thing to add. You just have to know how to interview and vet PPC specialists. But, you know, I've got a pretty good pipeline now, PPC specialists and Facebook ad specialists that we bring in on a subcontract basis. So I sign a client, they pay us 5 to 10 grand a month. I subcontract that work to as needed before we have enough clients to bring that role in house. So fire away with more questions, y'all. Again, this document plus video training plus templates plus examples are inside of the Blueprint Doc training. You can get access to this plus everything else you need to build and scale your agency inside there. I'm here for a few more minutes. Who's got questions? Who thinks I'm dumb? I love doing this. Whatever y'all need, man. I'm here. I'm here for you. Ask me why you got my attention. I've generated tens of millions of dollars in revenue for myself online. How can I help? Floor, I see, I don't know what that emoji that you put in there was, but you're welcome, Floor. Again, y'all happy to help with whatever y'all want. Whatever platform you're on, just type it in. Type it in underneath, and it's going to show up. I'm using Restream. I migrated off of Riverside. Riverside, for whatever reason, stopped working with my YouTube channel, and I migrated over here, and it's pretty dang good. No more questions. All right. Well, as always, I appreciate those of you who showed up. And just if you're watching this after the fact, leave me a comment below and I'll answer it. If not, like and subscribe, please. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, y'all. God